Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the World Series 2023. Back here today with another round number 2. And we're actually closing in on the end of round number 2. This is basically the second to last set of me casting. Up at the top right with the USA Laser with the yellow. This is Makaveli. Down in the bottom left, we have the USA Vanilla for the pink player. This is AzOOz. This is the first time you're seeing him on this channel, this World Series. I think we didn't cast round 1 of AzOOz and round 1 of Makaveli. I might be wrong, but I think I didn't. Okay, laser lock comes in on the drone in Makaveli's base. AzOOz is going for a drop, no dozer. Just dropping some infantry, missile defenders, and maybe one ranger is in there. Drops off his one ranger. Makaveli dashing into the base. Nice laser lock there on this Chinook. I actually don't know who's the favorite here. I think they're both quite evenly matched. I might pick Makaveli, but I'm not sure. He just lost that Chinook, so maybe not. But that drop also gets counted inside of AzOOz's base. So actually, it does look very good for AzOOz there. Still this laser lock on this Chinook. But he comes in for another drop and he starts hitting the power. I don't know if he'll be able to finish the power. He's losing a little bit more HP there on the Chinook. He needs to get his UN crate. Apparently it's $200. Missile defender should have laser locked that for Makaveli. This ranger is chasing away these missile defenders though. AzOOz behind this is getting 1 oil. Still not got his crate in his base. V eventually gets laser locked. Could have been moved a little bit better. Should have stayed behind there, I think. AzOOz moving out with 3 Vs over on the right. There's a few missile defenders here, but they're probably going to get stopped. The laser lock has been lacking a bit here for Makaveli. Both missile defenders go down, but if the laser lock would have been straight away, that V would have died. Bit poor there from AzOOz. I think he should have just fought all of that. I don't think that V there wouldn't have died. And maybe that wouldn't have died. So yeah, you should have just fought that. You can't just hug the side of the map whilst getting laser locked like that. He is in the base though. Wait, is Makaveli hunted? I think he is. I think that drop earlier killed it, and I think that the other dozer got dropped here, so that died too. So yeah, I think Makaveli... Oh, no, Makaveli still has a dozer. Okay, he's got a damaged dozer here. Although his power is having to be rebuilt. The V for AzOOz is getting laser locked inside of Makaveli's base. Strategy center now being built. Yeah, I do prefer to see the second supply before the strat, but, I mean, as long as he's building it at the same time, that's good too. Yeah, dozer picked off. Power getting picked off. I mean, it's alright having loads of infantry, but when you know dozer, no power, Gonna have to go for some big drops now and kill a ton of stuff. Search and destroy needs to be set by AzOOz, which is not currently. Those missile defenders are going to be wasted if he doesn't move them. Kind of better than doing some knifing here. In the end, just decide, screw this, just machine guns everyone down, and Makaveli has been defeated. Yeah, quite a nice game there. 1-0 now for AzOOz. Okay, moving on to the next game, the reverse of what we just saw. Down in the bottom left, we have the USA Vanilla. But a yellow player, this is Makaveli. Up in the top right position, we have the green USA Laser. For the player that is AzOOz. Back in the day, AzOOz used to play a lot of 3v3 Defcons with a player called Google, if you know Google or not. Makaveli plays in the AKA clan. I believe his real name is George. And he also plays quite a lot of team games, Defcon. 2v2s with the AKA clan, stuff like that. But he does delve into 1v1 every now and again. Drop coming in from AzOOz. Very weird how he's just going back. Just going to laser lock this dozer. Makaveli not moving his dozer back. Oh, the laser lock hasn't even finished the dozer. This is a bit of a poor start here from both, because that Chinook's been a bit indecisive, going back and forth. Dropped and didn't even kill the dozer. I find that very, very strange. Almost wasted V there. Laser lock comes in on the Chinook. Chinook is scared away. Okay, the Chinook coming back into AzOOz's base. These Vs should be able to deal with that, I think. No laser lock whatsoever from AzOOz. He's going for that dozer still, but he loses them all. Might have been able to get one V there and weaken another, maybe. AzOOz has grabbed himself one oil. It looks like he's going to get the bottom right one as well, unless Makaveli's paying attention over there. Makaveli now head into AzOOz's base. V goes down quite easily. He's in the base of AzOOz now, going to hunt probably both of the dozers. Chinooks are not being moved whatsoever. AzOOz coming in quite late there. Laser lock comes in on one of his Vs. V goes low. 2 Chinooks dead, 1 dozer dead. AzOOz is on 2 oils though. Makaveli's collecting on 4 Chinooks and has a strat building. Nearly 90% built.
Search and destroy.
Yeah, search and destroy now enabled. These Vs will probably win that engagement anyway, but it just helps out a little bit. But AzOOz has just rebuilt those Chinooks, which are expensive, and now is probably going to lose them again. And AzOOz has been defeated. Yeah, the bottom left spot won both ways there. Interesting. 1-1. It's quite a balanced matchup. USA and Laser are pretty much identical. Tiny little differences here and there. But yeah, 1-1 is the score. Moving over to Tournament Desert. Up in the top, we have the China Infantry for the yellow player. This is Makaveli. Down in the bottom spot, we have the red player, the USA Air Force. This is AzOOz. Okay, War Factory Barracks for AzOOz. And not a perfect supply there for Makaveli, and he is going for an all-in because he's not made a second supply. He's going to make a second supply though, late. But he's prioritized getting the assault troop crawler queued up. Which should be coming soon. Used to be taking an age. You want to get 5 tank enters there, ideally. Did you get the horde bonus then? With 4, you don't get the horde bonus. 5 seems to always be the magic number. Okay, those are on the right side. Gets picked off. AzOOz is at risk of losing Chinooks here. He is not moving them. Loses to Chinook quite easily there. That stray missile defender, tank enter rather, will get picked off. Outpost there in the top right. Gets stopped. This outpost is going to get popped open as well. So aggression from both players. These tank enters needed to stay with the minigunners to have the maximum effect. He should let them die quite easily. He's getting picked off. Maybe because he's paying attention in his base. He's getting distracted. A little bit of lack of micro there from AzOOz. And he is losing more Chinooks. Does have one over here on the left. One trick gets picked off. He's still collected on 2 on the left side, though. Okay, a bunch of V's now moving in from the right side. V micro here pretty poor. Lost all of them there. Just a few tank enters. Could have kept it moving. Could have got the turret upgrade. Could have even brought a Chinook in to deflect some of the missiles. You would have cleared that all up easily. This barracks up in the top right does get stopped. What is actually a better build here for AzOOz to do from the very beginning would be War Factory and Airfield. Pop open that assault troop crawler as it comes out there. And then use MTVs to clear it. Clear it all up. He could have also done a firebase out the front, but he's getting hit from the left side again. But Makaveli's also getting hit. Another V gets picked off too easily, in my opinion. Like, it went there, but what was wrong with going that way? You see they were getting the old bonus then, but also the combat, sorry, the Chinooks being brought in. And somebody's going to lose a V, almost loses a V. Better 3 minigunner on the right. Is the China infantry hunted? Certainly looks that way. Oh no, wait, he's got another dozer over here. Okay, another big push now from Makaveli. You can just evac all of that and just attack move, because there's no flashbangs out. If you just attack move, chances are it's going to kill something. If you let it get popped open, though, your tank hunters go half HP. They are healing, though, near the outpost. Okay, another V taking a lot of damage, but still alive for now. Not anymore, though. Makaveli doesn't actually have that much cash, but he's managed to win. He's killed too many Vs. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely winnable there for AzOOz. Just a bit better V micro, I think. And, yeah, in the beginning, you need to decide if you're going to try and hold that push or if you're going to go for a base trade. And he kind of went for harassment, but then also tried to hold it. And luckily for him, the tank hunters in the initial push were left astray, but against a high level player, they're going to be kept in one big death blob. There'll probably be 5 tank hunters and they'll be a lot harder to deal with. So in that case, you might want to evac the base, I don't know, or start deploying fire bases, missile defenders, flashbangs, that kind of stuff. Moving on to the reverse, then we've got Makaveli down in the south with the USA Air Force in the yellow. And then up in the north position, we have AzOOz of the red, China infantry. So are we going to see another really tough push, which is the assault troop crawler with tank hunters? I'm expecting that might be what we see. AzOOz is going backwards. Because he sent his dozer over to the left first, his war factory is going to be on the left, which is a bit uncharacteristic of the Inf. Normally it would be over to the right or to the middle. So a bit of a difference there, but still nothing wrong with it. It's still a badly placed supply there. Makaveli's was bad as well. This is the build order I just described a second ago. It's still going to get tough though. You still might want to think about a firebase. This is a decent ambulance. If you get the crush on even a few of them, yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Yeah, that's really, really good. So now you've only got 1 tank hunter to worry about, and the rest are minigunners. So all you need to do is wait for that to come out. Oh, it's an outpost, actually. This is bad by AzOOz. Because now that King Raptor can kill that outpost easily. Yeah, generally making an outpost against an air, you're kind of asking for trouble, because if he's gone King Raptors, he just one-shots it, kills everything inside as well. He's going through. Is he going to go for the outpost? Does go for the outpost. Bit of a split fire there. He went for the tank hunter as well as the outpost itself. AzOOz just needs to attack move and he'll kill the Hellfire. He can also plant a bomb on that. He does. But he's still going to lose trucks, though. Yeah, Makaveli's got 2k. I would certainly be thinking about some fire bases. Okay, he's building one on the flank, but actually it's probably more like here and here you need it. Because that's where the push is coming from. So that's kind of a bad play, building a fire base where you don't need it right now. Of course, later on when you've got loads of money and stuff. But the push is now coming from the left. That's a better fire base, but still, that infantry could push it now and kill it. Or just go straight past and ignore it. Yeah, I personally would go and try and kill the fire base. It's too late. Like, that one's finished, but you didn't need that one. This one you need. You can click on that Chinook and delete it. Yeah. Fire base gets killed. I'm not even sure he got the money back for that. And I think AzOOz is going to win here. Despite bad start. Makaveli could definitely have won this. Makaveli not really knowing how to deal with this, I think. Is that another assault troop brother now? And Makaveli at this point is just kind of chilling. He either needs to make a decision, either try and micro and fight this, or go for the base trade. Need to make one of those decisions. There's still some tank enters in here, which is annoying for the Vs. King Raptor coming in trying to deflect the missiles, but the King Raptor I think is going to go down as well. Yeah, it does. This was definitely winnable for the Air Force here, but unfortunately not knowing how to deal with the big man blob push across the map. 2-2 there is the score. Okay, moving on to the next map down in the bottom left of Desolated District. This is the yellow player, the GLA Vanilla. This is Makaveli. Texture bug. I began blocked by Zezon. Top right. Super weapon for the red player, which is AzOOz. Okay, AzOOz comes in with his dozer. Some floating rocks there. AzOOz still trying to come in with this dozer. He's gone behind this war factory and a barracks. Workers are saved. Dozer gets dropped off again. There's an aggressive tunnel. Technical coming into the base. Is a TNT on the main supply there of AzOOz. Technical gets the crushers. He does drop from AzOOz once again. He's relentless going for these workers, and he gets all of the workers on the main supply. A load of technicals now for Makaveli though, heading into the base of AzOOz. 1v gets picked off. Tech RPG. There's a TNT inside there as well. Need to be careful of the splash damage, because if that hits a nearby building, all your technicals will die as well. So you need to be very careful with that. He might even get a V. If he control fired the ground, then he would have got a V. Yeah, probably time to back off from that now. Would have been nice if that worker was building a tunnel from that side instead. Seems to be killing Vs, though. Okay, a few more technicals, and that could have gone very, very well for the GLA. It even did go very well. That needs to be cancelled, though. Expand to a third and get a tunnel, and then get a second arms dealer. Super tech now in play. And yeah, just a technical of some MDs here have won the game. Some RPGs, rather. Why isn't that Dozer coming back to repair things? Worker is back in action. Oh, finishes off that tunnel. And AzOOz has been defeated. Yeah, GG. Well played to Makaveli. Okay, jumping into the reverse up in the top right, we have the super weapon for the yellow. This is Makaveli. Down in the bottom left, we have the GLA Vanilla for the red player. This is AzOOz. Okay, barracks first from Makaveli. And 3 dozers, right, okay. Three dozers, barracks first, and oil cap. So it's going to be able to afford one more Chinook there? No, he hasn't built it. Okay, I'm not so sure about this build order from Makaveli. Has he even upgraded that? I don't know. Yeah, he has, actually. I mean, the big problem with this is the most obvious route to the base, which is straight through the middle. The power is wide open, so it's a risk. But it's a hard matchup anyway. Tech RPG comes in, and Dozer gets picked off. Another EMP built. You see, it wasn't worth making 2 supplies, I don't think. Just make 1 supply, but with additional Chinooks and collect from the alternate piles. Could have even made maybe 3 Chinooks and gone for the oils that way. Okay, technical coming in. 1 has already been stopped. Other one coming in. I don't know, you know, if it can go that way or not. It might be able to. Yeah, it can. He did get himself the bottom right and top left oil. RPG's going to work on the Chinook. Actually, 80% of this build that Makaveli's done, I actually like it. Maybe even all of it. I don't know, because I suppose if that supply got hit, you've got a second one as a backup, but that costs 2k, whereas a Chinook costs 1200. And I like the fact that he went for the 2 oils on the sides and not for the one in the middle. Deliberately not going for the one in the middle. Because if he did, he would reveal that he's going for the oil cap. Makaveli's trying to come in. Sorry, AzOOz is trying to come in again from his top position. And it is perfect. Technicals are all getting by so far. So a bit of an oversight there by Makaveli with this EMP placement. Okay, EMP got a hit on one of the technicals. I think, you know, Makaveli's actually in a really good position, considering the map. But the power has been hit, and that power needs to be rebuilt ASAP, because even one of the dozers is getting hit. So, the last dozer is here. He's got to rebuild the power and then upgrade it. It's going to take an absolute age to do that. Meanwhile, he might just die to the tech RPG. It was actually a really good start, a really good opener. Just if he'd have done that EMP a little bit north and also built some backup powers, this would be probably a win. But if that dozer gets hunted now before he's got the power established, then he might just be dead. What's AzOOz going to do? He goes for the dozer, he gets the dozer. I bet Makaveli's kicking himself here, because what an epic start there for the super weapon. Only to go and throw it because of a poorly placed EMP there at the top, which is basically the reason. That one tiny detail. But AzOOz did well to punish it. Found the gap, found the opening. Yeah, Barrack's now getting killed. There's a tunnel being established there. Yeah, Makaveli, I thought the build was good, but it actually worked out super, super well in the start. But then, yeah, once that power went down, that's GG now. Very good for AzOOz, trying to get some crushes. Makaveli has been defeated. 3-3 is the score. Moving on to the next match, up in the north position of Snowy Drought with the yellow player, GLA Demolition. This is Makaveli. Down in the south position with the red GLA Vanilla, the player that is AzOOz. Which of these players has the best GLA mirror? Let's see. Gonna find out here on Snowy Drought. All even so far, 3-3. I don't think that's a perfect box. Either there or there is looking a bit dodgy. But especially that gap there. This is very strange. Okay, more normal build order from Makaveli. He's gone for 3 supplies. Loaded up his first technical. All of his workers seem to be collecting. AzOOz a bit more of a weird build order with these 2 tunnels here. More technicals there for AzOOz, so he should be able to close down these. I think he can even chase that. There's no tunnel in the base for Makaveli. Big tech RPG block from AzOOz, and this is a TNT from Makaveli, completely caught off guard. And every technical there for Makaveli is going down. That's a really, really awful position. Oh, there's 1 TNT left. Gets himself a super tech, but I think Makaveli's dead. His Warfactory's getting hit. Yeah, he's just not done a tunnel in the main base. Technical coming in for him to crush some of these missile, RPGs. Super tech goes down. Makaveli has been defeated. Yeah, very quick game there as far as GLA mirrors go. AzOOz 4, Makaveli 3. Moving on to the next one, down in the south position, Gile Vanilla for the yellow player. This is Makaveli. And up in the north position with the red Gile Demolition, this is the player AzOOz. So AzOOz is the one going for 3 supplies this time. He's actually completely copying the Fargo strat, which is 3 supplies. You might be able to squeeze out 2 tunnels and then slowly build up these TNTs. Get your first unit out and do a TNT on the main base. Makaveli, meanwhile, has gone for a more standard build order. So 3 supply and then you do 2 tunnels and then you slowly then build your 3rd tunnel. TNT for AzOOz comes in, and it fails, actually. Makaveli stops this one. Worker's going to be put back collecting there. Technical for AzOOz cancels the tunnel there of Makaveli on the right side. Lots of technical harassment going on at the minute. AzOOz back out across the map. A bunch of technicals. Is he going for a big another tech RPG push? Certainly looks that way. Load of RPGs dropped off by Makaveli to counter it. Quad's coming in for Makaveli too. And he has dealt with this one. Makaveli also having a tunnel up in the top right position and controlling that bunker and the tunnel here as well. Yeah, that's very bad for AzOOz because Makaveli could now potentially get on 2 oils. Yeah, Makaveli is getting 2 oils, and he's going to get a refinery as well, and AzOOz won't be able to get his own refinery. So he could just lose a big economic war here. AzOOz was just going for that building. I think he's only just found out about this, all these tunnels up in the top right. I think he's literally only just found out, which is really, yeah, really a surprise and a shock. Makaveli has now 10k in the bag. Only collects on 3 workers on his left, 4 workers there, 5 on his main by the looks of it. That one there in the middle is AFK though, so only 4 on his main. Yeah, AzOOz is losing this one quite comfortably, mainly because of the oil situation. Foxen tried to clear out that big building on the right hand side, and Makaveli starts the push. Technical for AzOOz, goes for a TNT on the oil, but oh, it does hit. Actually, yeah, it does hit. But he's about to get pushed again. So while he's worrying about TNTs, he's actually about to get pushed by a ton of quads. AzOOz has a few units inside of his tunnel. His Scorpions as well, good for wrecking quads. But does Makaveli have too much? So he's also got the repair feature from the repair bay. AzOOz losing some workers. Demo bike makes an appearance. Yeah, a lot of quads here now for Makaveli. He's clearly getting a big cash boost off the oils. Although one of them is dead and the refinery, whereas AzOOz is not getting any of those benefits. And AzOOz now kicked off his 3rd. There's 3 supplies versus 2 currently, and AzOOz has been defeated. GG. Well played, 4-4. There goes the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. And these games are bugged and do not work. I did hear about this on the forums. This one does not work, so we're not going to be able to watch this particular match. Very, very strange. You can see just workers and dozers just come out, but do not do anything. Don't know why that's happened. I think it's due to a transfer, and then the players haven't read their game and then still uploaded the replays, and that is why this has happened. Okay, so we're actually jumping straight into the decider. Yelling Avalanche was played twice, so that can only mean that it went 1-1 because I can only find one more replay, and it's Sovereignty with the GLA talk. So Yelling Avalanche went 1-1, but if we physically can't watch the games, then we can't. That's all on the players. Whenever you transfer a map for the first time, well, for a start, it's the World Series. You should have had the map in round 1, but whenever you download a map, you should always transfer and then read a game. You don't just play straight away. Otherwise, all kinds of weird things happen, as you just saw. Down in the south position with the yellow. This is the Tox player. That is Makaveli. Up in the top spot, we have the red GLA Tox also. But the player there is AzOOz. Okay, AzOOz coming straight through with a tentacle. Gets the crush straight away on Makaveli's Rebel. If he gets that second one as well, it's a legendary start. Yeah, it is. Stopping 2 oils to lose technical. He scrap denies it as well. You definitely take that. He's got 3 rebels himself, gearing up to get 3 oils. Tentacles from Makaveli running around as well. Tentacle does escape though for AzOOz. Interesting the placed barracks there, because what it does is actually makes that area longer, because that can't be passed there. That because there's no gap. So he's like kind of semi-protecting it a little bit more. I don't know if that's going to help him win the game, but I think that might be one of the reasons why he's done that. Yeah, Makaveli's scared of more technicals coming through. AzOOz is quickly building a 3rd arms dealer. It's fake for now. He's already on 2 reels. In the top spot here has got a better advantage because you can get more workers to the mid quicker due to the worker spawn positions. But on the counter to that, actually, the south spot of GLA almost always has a faster supply. Because your worker literally starts there and can go there, whereas in the top, you have to go around the CC to build your main supply. Okay, AzOOz putting on the pressure. Load of scorpions popped over Makaveli to fend this off, and AzOOz decided to go back. One of the scorpions of Makaveli goes down. Technicals coming in from Makaveli. It's deny the oil capture there in the middle. AzOOz now collecting on the top left supply. Makaveli collecting on the far left supply. In the mid. And on the right, actually. He's got himself 2 arms dealers so far. AzOOz on 3. AzOOz pushing now over on the left-hand side. Bit of a standoff on the left side with these scorpion battles. AzOOz still on 3 arms dealers. Makaveli on 2. Makaveli building a palace. But AzOOz really needs to show that he has 3 armadillos by having loads more scorpions out. AzOOz now putting pressure on the left. Where is his number? It's like he's built 3 armadillos, but he's not been constantly producing from 3. Because you wouldn't think this guy's on 3 armadillos and this guy's only on 2. They have probably equal numbers of scorpions. Maybe AzOOz has a couple more here. Makaveli overstepping the mark there a little bit. Shouldn't go that far out. Should stay in a line there and defend with the tunnels. Just basically got all of his tanks wiped out for free. Technical for Makaveli. Not sure what that's doing. Scud Storm being built after the palace is already established. Super Tech helping out with things here. Both players level 3. Yeah, AzOOz continues with the pressure on the left-hand side. No palace in sight. Only collecting on 3 workers on his left. Collecting on 1 worker on his right. No TNT attempts on any oils yet. 2 Scud Storms being built for Makaveli. So Makaveli just needs to hold the line, basically, because he's got 2 Scud Storm advantage. He's going to have worker shoes and all that kind of stuff faster. Only 4 workers on his main, 4 workers on his left. Only 4 workers collecting there as well. Always want to be collecting on 6 or 7. Get the maximum economy. Only 4 on the right as well. But yeah, buggies are out now. And AzOOz is being pushed back. I have a feeling that Makaveli's going through to the next round. That was a weird scorpion rocket. Yeah, loads of buggies now in play. All of these scorpions can push all they want, but I have a feeling just with the correct micro there from Makaveli that he will just chip away at this all day long. That's what should happen. Buggies being brought in from range over on the right side and quite rightly chipping away at these scorpions. Would love to see the Anthrax Gamma upgrade from Makaveli, but I think he's probably forgotten about it because it's one of the first upgrades you should get, and Fortified Structure at this point as well when you're floating 10k. Makaveli slowly but surely clearing up his base, retains the left side, still collected on the right side. He is ahead in XP by 1,000, has the middle oil somehow as well. The buggy missiles, like homing missiles, they just like, if the scorpion goes in there and out there, they just follow that one. So it's kind of funny. Rebel ambush from AzOOz trying to kill some buggies. Just needs to repop from here. Jean and Kel going to work on these rebels. All the scorpions for AzOOz are cleared. Makaveli's approaching level 5. Just needs a few more kills. Maybe 3 more kills, and I think he's level 5. And the Anthrax Bomb. I mean, Anthrax Bomb won't make a massive difference here. It might be able to kill a load of buggies and stop some workers, so it could probably do it there. I'll do it a little bit deep. So the Anthrax basically comes up to there, but then also doesn't kill your army. But as soon as the Scorpions fire there, though, it'll get cleared anyway, due to that bug in the game. It can't handle 2 lots of toxins. Makaveli continues to push. That supply gets cleared on the right. CC now in danger. AzOOz desperately trying to hang on. There's so many buggies, and there's the upgrade advantage. He's probably got worker shoes, whereas he does not. He doesn't. There's a Scud Storm ready to fire in 45 seconds. Makaveli continues to chip away. Another tunnel falls. He is level 5, but we've not seen the Anthrax Bomb or Sneak Attack yet. Have we even got a CC for Makaveli? Yeah, we do, actually. Sneak Attack in the back of AzOOz's base. He's going to rush over there to try and stop it, but I don't think he's going to stop anything from popping. And there's also a Anthrax Bomb that is perfect. It's the buggies, and I think that's over. There's no way you can come back from that now, especially with the Scud Storm. Scud Storm can just hit here, hit the palace, and with the other one there, and he is done for. GG, well played there. Congrats to Makaveli. Goes through to the next round. Yeah, shame we missed a couple of games there, but if the games are corrupt, then that's their own players' fault. So we just won't watch those games. So GG, well played. Congrats to Makaveli. Through to round number 3.